everyone, Games here. Welcome back to Coffee Talk Part 11. So excited to get into this with you. We're on Friday, September 29th, 2023. As always, if you enjoy this content, please leave a like below. It really does help me out as a small streamer, but I don't want to stop you from getting into the action, so let's get right to it. Why am I looking to the side? Why am I ignoring Bailey's? Knock knock, anyone there? Mr. Bailey's, hi. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you come in. How are you tonight? I'm alright, but you look pretty distracted. A penny for your thoughts? You can have them for free. I was just pondering the hidden side of things. How different the world is under the surface compared to what we think it is. Nothing and no one is exactly what they appear to be. Funny, I was having similar thoughts on my way here. I guess now that we spend so much time on social media, people believe we can be summed up in a picture or a sentence. But it's not like that. It's not that easy to know someone. Even if that someone is yourself. Especially if that someone is yourself. Sounds like we agree on this. We sure do. And it's been on my mind a lot in the past few days. Does that have anything to do with your wedding to Miss Lua? Got it in one. How are things on that front? A few days ago we decided to take some time apart to think. That sounds ominous. No, I don't mean it like that. It wasn't a breakup or even a break. Phew. We've been through so much, there's no walking back on our relationship now. But sometimes you're so together that you lose sight of the big picture, you know? I think I see what you mean. So we decided to give each other a bit of space and figure out what we really want out of our wedding, and more importantly, out of our marriage. I see. Have you made any progress on that front? Do you want the short version or the long version? I'm always here for the full story. Alright then, I'm going to tell you everything. But I think I should order first. Sure thing, what can I make you tonight? I'm not feeling fussy. Anything warm would do. So anything really. Makes sense. What about some herbal tea then? Hibiscus, butterfly pea? Butterfly pea or hibiscus sounds great. With milk and honey, please. Okay. Let me check Brewpad first, because I want to check the butterfly and see if I've had that with... Yeah, we've done milk and honey, which is the dreaming blue. Have we done hibiscus milk and honey, which is a sweetheart latte? Could we do that for him? No, we gave Thingy the pink spice, didn't we? We gave the sweetheart latte to Rachel, I think. I was thinking, like, if we did the sweetheart latte twice, but... I think because we gave that to Rachel, it wouldn't be as cute, I think. I'm pretty sure we gave that one to Rachel. Because we gave Lua a pink drink, and I think it was the pink spice one. So maybe we do just do the dream in blue. Blue pea, milk and honey. I think that's fine. But in the meantime, let's take Tomodachi. Anything new here? Nope, no progress here. Let's check the stories. Aw, look at that. Advertising his sunglasses. Those heart ones are really cute. Normal schedule. Good to know, Riona. Oh, I'm very lucky to have people who's with me no matter what, and I won't take it for granted. That is about Myrtle, for sure. She's talking about Myrtle there. Myrtle has had her back. I'm a bit sad, you know, that we haven't seen... Like, we did see Aqua and Myrtle, like, at the beginning. But, like, obviously we're kind of introducing new characters, so there's a lot of focus on their stories. But I do miss the old ones, and I miss Freya. When is Freya going to turn up? I really hope she does. Knowing my luck, it will be in the last episode or something. But it'd be great to see her again. It really would. But yeah, let's go make this drink for Bailey's. He's going to be waiting. Oh yeah, I remember this because I tried to do a moon and a star, but now I'm just doing a star and... I mean, it looks more like a deformed starfish. It's giving broken star vibes, for sure. There we go. Let's give him this beautiful dreaming blue star latte. Here you go. I hope you like it. Thanks, Tanny. This is so nice and it brings me way back. You know how I'm not really in touch with my family anymore? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Don't be. I don't even miss them most of the time. In the end, they're just a random bunch of people. And we don't have very much in common. It's good that you've learned that about yourself, Mr. Baileys. I think so too. There's just one person I miss, but I've been missing her a while now. Ah, someone who passed away, I'm guessing? Exactly, spot on again, Tanny. I used to have a very close relationship with my great-great-aunt. When I was little, my parents fought all the time. I still remember in my bones how that made me feel. The fear that one of them or both of them would walk away and abandon me. A bit ironic in hindsight, but then it was many years ago. Yeah, it's quite normal for a little child to care about their parents, no matter who they are or how they behave. That's true. Anyway, I spent almost all my evenings curled up into a ball in my room, trying hard not to listen to all the shouting, except when my gran came to visit. Not that her being around prevented the fighting, mind you. Elven high society is amazing at keeping up appearances, except in front of family. But she got how it made me feel, so she went out of her way to take the sting out of it. She would keep me company, bring me a cup of herbal tea with milk and honey in it. Drinking this now with you feels a lot like family again. Sounds like she was a perceptive person. She truly was the best of them until she got sick. Oh no, how did that happen? I thought elves don't get sick. Ah, see, that's a part of elven disinformation. Elves don't get sick with your little run-of-the-mill colds, but they do get big, bad diseases like everyone else. And it's not uncommon for us to die from them, except that there's this assumption in elven society that if you live the right sort of life, you'll pass away peacefully in your bed. So that's what families say most of the time when someone dies. Incidentally, that also means they need to pretend everything is fine until the very last moment. So that's what they did to my aunt. They basically shut her in during the last few weeks. That sounds awful. I did manage to visit her and she put on a brave face, but it was clear she wasn't happy. But then she wasn't very happy before that either. At least she had you. It must have been a little consolation, yes, but I'm glad I was able to be with her. To think I came very close to being trapped with these people. I'm pretty sure she would have hated that for me. A little part of me hopes she'd be proud of me right now. I'm certain she would be. Thanks, Tanny. Here you are, letting me blab on again. That's more than fine, but do you think growing up among conflict might explain why things are, well, a bit difficult to work out sometimes between you and Lua? I definitely think that's part of it. In fact... Good evening. Hi, Tanny. And hi. I don't think we've met before. I'm Silver? I'm Baileys. Nice to meet you. And I'm guessing you're Amanda? We are, but you do not appear to be a hive. How did you... Lua told me she ran into you a week or so ago. Oh, the nice earthling we met on our first night here. That is a satisfactory explanation. And so, are you her date? I'm a little more than that. I'm her fiancé. Truly? Fiancé is a successful outcome of dates with a 0.013 probability. Congratulations on your excellent odds actualization. Thank you. Now, Cafe Offspring, we are wishing for a drink. Cafe Offspring? How did you acquire that new title? Alright, sounds like I shouldn't prod too hard. Excuse me, cafe offspring? Offspring? We are some hive's child now? Like, is Silver our dad? Is he our father? Is this one of them, Luke, I am your father moments? Is it that? Oh, I don't know, maybe I'm looking into it too much. Never mind me. You're about to order, Amanda? We were. And what we wish for is a memorable parting experience. I suspected something like that. Last visit in a while, huh? That is accurate. I take it you've completed your research on Earth? Almost. We are quite satisfied with the outcomes of our missions. Interesting. That sounds like there's a story there. But first, tell me, what sort of experience are you after? We wish to have something we have never had before. It's time to get creative then. Yes, take care not to reuse any ingredient you have served us in the past. Well, why don't we do chocolate? With mint and cinnamon? We haven't done any chocolate before, have we? Mint, cinnamon, chocolate? I think that'll work. Do we have any items? Oh yeah, just that card, but that's for thingy, isn't it? Okay. I think this will work. Let's serve this. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you. It does! It is at least 56.941% different from anything else we have experienced. We are, as Earthlings would express, delighted. According to our calculations, this is our 39,846th new experience since arriving on Earth. That's quite a lot. Perhaps, however, most of them were rather insignificant in nature. Oh, what about this one? This one is in the 99th percentile of significance. Is that good or bad? She means it's very significant, right, Amanda? Very much so. We enjoyed this place and we will miss it. That's... Don't mind me getting a bit emotional here. Anyhow, I trust the agent gave you no more trouble. Ah, that one was quite close actually. We had a little brush with the authorities, you see. Yeah, Lua mentioned that. He made her really angry. She was still seething when she came home that night. Please tell her I'm grateful for that. Well, that agent kept looking into things, even after his second visit here. The scariest thing was when he came by to my cafe. Or what he thought was my cafe. I really feared he was onto us, but apparently he just enjoyed the chat we had here the other night. Well, that's what he said anyway. I don't know if that was true, but when he saw the cafe wasn't open yet, he ended up leaving and hasn't shown up since. That's a relief. Yes, we have thought on it a while and we've decided we do not care for that sort of excitement. Not if it makes our siblings so sad. You've really gotten the hang of motions now, haven't you, Amanda? Thank you, Offspring. If that is the case, we are content. Wait, is Amanda our mother? This isn't a case of Thingy being our father. Amanda's our mother. Is this how I met your mother? Did we just segue into that? And that means our mission is well and truly accomplished. Did you come here specifically to pick up Earthling emotions? No, we came here for the purposes of general Earthling research. But it appears to us now that emotions are one of its most interesting aspects. We'll be submitting a, you call it academic paper. Uncontrolled stimuli and reflexive neural patterns. Deep level communication in hive versus non-hive species. Wow. That's how you know it's serious research. I don't even understand the title. Amanda was always the brains in the family. That wasn't your only mission though, Amanda, right? If you're leaving, does that mean... Yes. Pearl and I did go out on a date. Right, you're looking for love, aren't you? I am. I was, I think. I think I may have found it. Wait, wasn't the first date a really short time ago? Just a couple of days. But I've been waiting a while and I really think this is it. when I took up this mission from the Hive, when I came to Earth, and during this entire process when I changed and changed, what I was hoping was that someone would see me for who I am, and I really think she does. That's so great, but I'm curious, doesn't being in a hive provide that experience of feeling seen? It does and it does not. And in fact, we hope that is something our research might improve. The hive sees the thoughts and desires honestly, but is not able to communicate the reasons for those desires, the emotions as it were. We do not dwell on those, nor will we start to do so in excess, but it seems to us now that they may be worth conveying, at least to some extent. Yes, what Amanda said is part of it. I was very unaware of my emotions when I first came to Earth, and I was really bad at communicating them clearly to others. In some ways, I still am. It will always be harder for me to grasp them than for most people. But when I started to understand them, I was both fascinated and scared, which is not an uncommon experience, I think. It's really not. It requires a good deal of courage to look at your emotions honestly. It certainly requires some time, and even more time to find someone who can look at them with you, and not get scared and take them as they are. Someone who can see you clearly and kindly. It is a precious thing when that happens, huh? A rare and beautiful thing. Has that been your experience with Lua? It definitely has. I almost forgot how much it mattered too. I'm lucky that I have good friends who reminded me of that. So does that mean you and Lua found some answers? Oh, the heck with it. I can't hold my tongue any longer. I'm sorry to interrupt your goodbyes, you guys, but Tanny, I'd like to officially invite you to a little surprise ceremony, which will take place 3 days hence. Wow, that's some answers indeed. Yeah. Taking a little time to think really cleared our heads. We had gotten bogged down in the details, and in our own insecurities, to be honest, so we decided to make it simple again. No fuss, no massive expense, nothing like that, just us and our closest family members, whether we got them at birth or chose them ourselves. I'm very touched, Mr. Babies. Aw, come on, Tanny. You know you mean a lot to the two of us, as does this place. Speaking of which, I also have Hyde's invitation here. Oh, lovely. Well, Hyde and Gala's invitation, seeing as that's his obvious +1. Would you give it to them when you see them? It would be an honour. Silver and Amanda, I don't have a card for you, but you're in the cafe family as well, so I'm sure Lua won't mind. Would you like to join us for the party? A party? This is our first experience being invited to a party. It is 99.999% pleasant and 0.001% disappointing that we have to refuse. Yeah, I truly appreciate the offer, Baileys, but sadly we're leaving Seattle tomorrow. Really? That's more sudden than I expected. Are you going back to space then, Amanda? Not yet. We are going on an adventure. That sounds very exciting. It really is. Amanda and I are taking a trip through the country. And maybe even a bit further if we've got time. We're basically going to be tourists. Tourists is such a fascinating concept. Although our sibling explained it to us multiple times, we still find it very hard to comprehend. We always thought that travelling must have a mission, a purpose. But it seems that tourism is travelling with no other purpose than travelling, which is in essence circular reasoning. It may well be, but it's still a lot of fun. In fact, I'd say that that's the real purpose of tourism. To have fun, to relax, to see beautiful things, to enjoy life, you know. Enjoyment as a purpose? That is new to us, but we are 99.999% excited to try it out. And so am I. I've never been out of Seattle since I arrived. I guess I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to blend in. That I would have to restart everything from scratch. But knowing that you're here, Tanny, that I always have a place to return to where I'll feel home, well, that makes me a lot less nervous. I'm very happy to hear that. I think I should order a drink. Of course, what can I make you? I'd like it to reflect the spirit of our upcoming adventure, but I'm also in the mood for something sweet and soothing. So, sweet and soothing, but with an adventurous kick. Yes, that's exactly right. Then how about some hot chocolate with something extra to make it fun? Ah, I'd love that. Hot chocolate with some sweetness and spice would be amazing. Hot chocolate with some sweetness and some spice. This is my guess. This is what I would serve. Which I think is exactly what I gave her a mint one, didn't I? So yeah, let's serve this. Here you go. I hope you like it. It's not quite... No! Not again! Not again. Oh, such a shame. Never mind. I'm so excited I can barely taste anything anyway. I can imagine a first trip across the country is a big deal. It is, but that's not the only reason I'm excited. Okay, that was quite the dramatic pause. I really want to know what you're going to say now. You guys seem to lead very interesting lives. Oh, not at all. I think I'm quite a boring person. With a secret society and an alien background. It's true that some of my life circumstances are a bit unusual, but this particular thing is very commonplace. Our sibling is excited because his date will be joining us. And in fact, we must be fair and acknowledge that we may have misjudged her based on her lack of facial symmetry. Although Pearl's features are 9.231% different from left to right, we agree with her movie analysis 99.999%. Wow, hold on. Amanda, you have met Pearl and you talked about movies? And now she's joining you two on a holiday? How did any of that happen? We watched all westerns all together last night. Pearl likes them a lot as well. You don't sound exactly thrilled. Fortunately, she also likes space travel operas. I see. Learning couple compromises the hard way. I suppose so. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's met Amanda and they got along. Does that mean she also knows where you're from, Silver? She does. In fact, I told her about that on our first date. Wow, that's very brave. It's very hard to put yourself out there under any circumstances. To reveal something so vulnerable to someone you've just met and are starting to like. It takes guts. You're very kind, but I don't think so. To be honest, I hadn't planned it that way. Although I've always felt safe here with all the regulars. I know that not everyone would be open-minded about me. And so I wasn't sure I'd say anything to Pearl that night. But as we were talking, I was so happy to learn more about her, about who she is. And I realised that I didn't want her to have an incomplete picture of me. My past is a part of me. If my goal is to find someone who sees me for who I am, then she needs to know about that too. And in the end, that was the right decision. Well, I will say that if she'd heard your story, and that changed how she viewed you, then she wouldn't have been worth your time anyway. That's fair. But still, even knowing that, I admire you a lot. The truth is, and this is a bit of a strange thing to say, but I think I'm proud of who I've become, and I want the people I love to be proud of me too. What is proud? Proud is, For yourself, I think it's when you start to be satisfied with what you're achieving, especially if you have to fight to get there. And for others, it's when you think of someone you care about. Consider who they are and the way they're acting. And it just fills you with joy. Ah, we see. Then we are definitely proud of you. You two are a really sweet family. And so are you and Mrs. Lua, Mr. Baileys. True, chosen families can also rock. Yes, when we met Pearl, we came to a conclusion. And there is no difference in nature or expression between a family that you are born with and a family that you acquire by choice. Both demand work and understanding. There may be minute differences in the specific process, but the bond appears to be 99.999% similar in the end. So it is. Well, we should probably get going. Yes, we must. Go pack. First time I see someone get excited about about that specific part. What Amanda really means is that I must pack. While she analyses the earthling ritual of folding shirts, rolling up socks and so on. Precisely. This is further information for our research. We are thrilled. Good luck, Silver. Indeed. Do enjoy your trip, both of you. I hope you'll tell us about it when you're back, Silver. I will. Good night to you two, then. Hasta la vista, strangers! Huh? Or questions. Bye to you too. There's never a dull moment in your cafe, Tanny. I try. Speaking of which, would you like to hold some party or after party for your wedding here? I know it's not a very large space, but perhaps. Whether we'd like it, we'd love it. Honestly, I didn't want to impose, but there's no place that could be better fit. And I don't mind that it's not very large. It's going to be a small, cozy wedding. So this is perfect. It's settled then. Lua's going to be over the moon when I tell her. In fact, I'm going to go and tell her now. That's a very exciting prospect. It really is. Thanks again, Tanny. You're like a guardian angel for us. And on that note, I'm off. Good night. More like a guardian hive mind. Good night, Mr. Baileys. Oh my god, what a twist and turn of events. I just can't believe it. Every episode, more and more uncovered. Oh, I'm loving it so much. I can't wait to get to the next episode. I'm sure you can't wait either too. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. It does help me out massively as a content creator, and I would love you forever if you did that. So thank you, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye!